So Jamie, sadly another defeat today, but promising signs from your side in terms of the number of chances you created, especially that second half. You could have had 3 goals in 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, and I think that's just the way it's going for us at the moment, isn't it? There's a real positivity about the group. We've been beaten a few times this season, but the performances haven't been terrible. We are winning moments in football matches and minutes in football matches, but we're not putting the ball in the back of the net. But there's a real positivity within. I mean, I thought the first 20 minutes we were excellent, overlapping, getting to the byline, crosses in the box. Keeper's pulled off a couple of saves. We've had a couple of set plays that have worked, and we've got in and we've scored and been disallowed. But then, credit to them, they've just hung in there really for the first 20, and they've grown in confidence, got their goal. I thought it was a pretty even game then, certainly in the first half. They've then got their second goal, got a lot to hold on to, and then it was about how we applied ourselves in the second half, which I thought we were excellent, to be honest with you. We played a little bit more direct, I suppose, but we were getting a little bit of joy from that, from the knockdowns in the seconds. The ball was running through a little bit where we were getting in, but we've had another one with the post, we've had it saved off the line, we've had a couple drop down in a 6-yard box, and at the moment when that's happening with us, it's hitting the back of our net. We just need to, we need a little bit of luck. We're gonna lose, 4 to 10 games in a season. We're gonna lose that because that's what most teams will lose if you're going to get into the playoff positions. It's unfortunate that we've lost our 4 now. We need to go on a run and pick up a little bit of momentum, and how we're going to do that is down to the boys turning it round and taking our chances.
You mentioned luck. The first goal again, a similar story to Southport, wasn't it, where it's taking a helping hand from a deflection, and they seem to go against you but aren't seemingly going for you. Do you feel as though in some ways to get on a run you just need one of them to go for you?
Yeah, of course we do. We need one to go forward. But if you look at all the goals that are across the league today, probably 70% of them will come from a mistake, a deflection, a scuff shot or something. There's not that many where it's created with a great move and a goal. A lot of them do come from drop downs and knockdowns and deflections. So we just need to get our shots off, get our shots on target. One will hit the net. I mean, we've trained really well with a brilliant intensity Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We've done a lot of shooting. You should see the goals that we're scoring. It's goal after goal after goal. And the lads have got a lot of confidence from that. And then we go into the game. It's not that they're not shooting. I don't know. There's maybe hold on to the ball a little bit in some areas. But when you look at Mike Calverley today, the opportunities he's had and created for himself because of his absolute desire to get there, I think he's been phenomenal today, and he's been really unlucky. Him and Harry have attacked every ball that's been put in there. So, it's not through lack of trying. I've got a real admiration for what the boys have done today, and it's sometimes difficult to say that when you've just been beaten again, 4th in a row. But I think it's I've just said the same to the lads. It's easy now to point fingers and think we need to change this and we need to change that. But our job, as a management team, is to put a team out against Kidderminster to try and get the better of them. We can't physically go and put the ball in the net, but I think we're getting the better of most of the sides we're coming up against. The problem that we've got as well is when you look back at last year and you're being very reflective and critical up to March, it was probably the same then. But the real key is getting that goal and giving us something to hang on to, like we did at York or here against York. We've got something to hang on to. We don't need to run around too much then and break our shape a little bit. Whereas today again, we're probably going for it. We look a little bit more vulnerable on the break. That's natural, that's football. But look, I'm 100% confident in what we've got. I know that it will turn. Genuinely know that it will turn. It's just a little bit of a matter of when, and hopefully that'll come in the next game.
Debut for Con Clark and 50 games today for Lewis Baines. Just a word on them too.
Well, Baines has been great since he's been here. He come from Fleetwood, having been on a couple of loans here and a couple of other places, and he's been great. He found it probably difficult to get in when we had the 3 experienced boys there, and we kind of knew where we were at. But now he's very much a part of the starting 11. He knows that he needs to work hard to keep his shirt, but he's been great. His attitude and application have been really good, and I'm sure he's only 22 years old. Our average age today of our team is less than 23. It's a good age for a team. We just need to stick in there this season and be pushing for those top berth places. But there's also a lot of positivity around what can come over the next 2 or 3 years with the side. And Con Clark's come in. The reviews that we got about him are exceptional, and Burnley are helping us out. We know there's not a lot of money flying around Chorley Football Club at the moment, and we've got local teams like Preston and Burnley who are helping us out. We want to try and develop their players and our own players. but you know, we've needed a couple of favours, and to be fair, I thought he's come on, he's looked quite lively, he passes the ball with a real intent, tries to find different spaces, he's got a low centre of gravity, moves past players with relative ease, and he looks like he's going to be creative. He's still got a lot to do, he's still got a lot to learn, and hopefully can force his way into the side and give us a little bit more excitement. But I think the same could be said from Joe Rodwell, who's coming from Preston. He looks a bit of a handful up there, and unfortunately at the moment Jack Baxter, who's come in, looks very lively in training, just waiting for his opportunity, being really patient. There was a moment in the game today I was throwing him on, but there'll be opportunities for these players to come and develop, and our own young players as well to keep developing. And it is important to remember that we are only an average age of just over 22 on that pitch today. I'm sure there's a lot more to come from them.
And finally, looking to the week ahead, you've got FA Cup draw on Monday. I'd imagine great excitement about that, and then the challenge of going to Bradford Park Avenue and trying to get that win.
Yeah, well, firstly, Bradford game, I don't know too much about them this season, but I do know Mark, and he puts together a good side all the time. I don't think they've been, I think 2 or 3 games they've played, and probably similar to us, they probably deserve to win a little bit more, but look, it's going to be a tough game. It's on 3G pitch, I believe now, so hopefully that will suit us with the kind of players that we've got. But look, we need to roll our sleeves up, dust ourselves down, all those usual phrases and sayings, and go again. We certainly need to come with a positive mindset this week and not fear anything.